Hi friends, today I am going to show you an amazing chess trick called the Alistair trap.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe this channel. You're playing as white, you start with the queen's pawn opening. Your opponent replies with pawn d5. You offer him a pawn. He takes it. You're going to attack this pawn with your knight. He defends with his knight. Now you're going to offer him one more pawn. He takes it. Instead of capturing with your knight, you're going to capture with your queen. By doing so, you're offering him one more pawn. He takes it. Now you're going to attack this queen with your bishop. He can keep his queen to b4, attacking this pawn. If you castle, it will get saved, but then he can bring out his bishop, squivering your queen and rook. So he keeps his queen to b4. Now you're going to castle on the queen side. If he brings out his bishop and squiver your queen, then he's gone. You're going to do the stunning move, knight b5. If your opponent tries to be greedy and takes your queen, then he's gone. Because knight to c7 is a beautiful checkmate. If he realizes and doesn't take your queen and instead take your knight, then you can capture his queen, check. Once he blocks the check, you can save your queen and then easily win the match. Going back, if he doesn't take your knight and instead try to free up some squares for his king to move, then you can capture the pawn, check. King's only one legal move. Now you will capture the pawn on b7. If queen captures queen, then bishop to c5 is a checkmate and game over. Let's go back and look at another cool variation. At this position, he can develop his knight and support the c7 square. Then you will capture the pawn on b7, attacking his rook. If you keep his rook to b8, then you can capture his rook, check. After he recaptured, then again knight to c7 is a checkmate and game over. Going back, if he doesn't keep his rook to b8 and instead keep it to c8, defending the c7 square, then you can capture this knight. If your opponent tries to capture your rook, then again queen to c8 is a deadly checkmate. At this position, if he doesn't save his rook and instead capture your rook, then you can capture his rook, check. Once the king moves, you can save your knight, and if you look at the position, you are at a superior position. Going back, if he doesn't take your rook and instead keeps his queen to e4, attacking your queen and this bishop, then you can capture the knight. If he takes your bishop with a check, then you can move your king to b1. Now we need to do something about this checkmate threat, so he keep his queen to c5, defending this c7 square. Now you will keep your queen to b7, attacking this rook. If he saves it and keep it to c8, then you can capture the pawn on a7, attacking this rook. He can't take your rook because then queen to c8 is in checkmate. So you need to keep his bishop to f5. Then you're going to bring out your bishop with a check. If he blocks with his bishop, then queen to c8 is in checkmate and game over. If he blocks it with his knight, again queen to c8 is in checkmate and game over. That's it guys, this is how this trick works. Thank you.